It's the National Championship Grand Finals, Collegiate Madden Esports.
100,000 on the line, 25,000 for first place. Now it's time to see who the hardcore Madden competitors are.
This is for all the marbles, baby.
Ooh, this right here is amazing.
Oh my goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are live. Welcome to the final night of the Level Next Fall Champion Series. It's Chris Puckett alongside Josh Lewin and one great user. Let's start here with the voice of the UCLA Bruins. We got Josh here, 2 players to go and some serious cash on the line.
And this thing's going to be a sword fight on top of an active volcano here, Puckett. I mean, these are 2 great players playing a best 2 out of 3, 25,000 on the line.
User, we've already passed out $60,000 tonight. 40 grand still up for grabs. Let's break down the prize money.
Yes, as you see, we're passing out 25,000 for first place, 15,000 for second. Listen, it's not bad to go home with 15,000, but I can promise you right now, we're getting ready to see the best Madden college player in the world fight their tail off for this 25,000.
It's the grand finals in our national championship. We got a very special guest joining us tonight for all of the action as we see Northeastern's Jacob Wallach take on Maryland's Noah Johnson. This is J-Wall versus Noah, and we have Calvin Ridley from the Falcons joining us live for all of the games. Now, Calvin, we're getting a chance to see some college kids play for 100 grand. What do you think about the big Madden games?
Man, playing for 100 grand, they should be very, very excited to be able to do that. That is, you know, to play video games, to play Madden, something you love playing and growing up playing. 100 grand, you should give you all tonight.
So my question is really, since you play a little Madden, are you really into the game, or you just one of those guys who just play it in your free time?
I'm into the game. I mean, I play as much as I can, but I'm into the game. I'm going to be looking for concepts. I'm going to be looking for everything. I'm going to be looking to break down the game as well as you guys. But, yeah, I'm excited to see the game, excited to call out some plays and get to it.
No chance to say roll tide here. We got Northeastern against Maryland. You guys got some a Heisman winner, but you don't have a Madden participant here. So I'm just saying, you know, Alabama couldn't go forward. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, man, I got to call down there and see if we got some players. I don't know what's wrong with us right now.
2 schools remain in the national championship. But before we see who takes home the grand prize of $25,000, let's look back at how these schools made the cut over hundreds of others, starting with the qualifiers. Back in November, we started with nearly 1,000 college students who all fought for their chance to be the one player to represent their school. Once we had our players, schools split off into their respective conference or region. Over the course of 4 weeks of group play, we found our top 4 schools in each to move on to the conference and regional championships. Those that made it into the top 2 of their conference qualified for the national championship. And for those in the regional championships, only the finalists qualified. With 14 schools locked in, we gave players one last chance to make it to the national championship in the last chance qualifier. Once those final 2 spots were filled, we had our completed national championship bracket. And tonight, we're down to the final 2. Taking a look here at our group of 16 teams, we had some big upsets. Pittsburgh was able to make it into our quarterfinals as they took on Notre Dame, but Jack Kronstein and Notre Dame able to lock up their spot in the semifinals. Looking at Northeastern, though, this man, J-Wall, has been pounding his way through, and it all started with the first beat of his teammate from the TNC crew, Golden Glover from Pembroke.
And I think that's a great point that you make, Puckett, because all the way through, this was friendly fire for J-Wall. He was taking on guys that he knows very well, knows their tendencies. He's tight with them. He labs with them. This Pembroke series was really good. This was in the Sweet 16. Ended up beating him 2-1. And whether he was rolling as the Chiefs, rolling as the Packers, didn't seem to make a difference because user Jacob Wallach can play.
Yeah, Jacob Wallach could play. As you know, J-Wall, he had to go through Golden Glover. Listen, his role wasn't easy to get here. As you see, he made play after play, big time after big time, stepping up with his defense to get him on to the next game. And now we see him in the championship today.
Jay Wall dropped one game there, but was able to take the victory 2-1. Then he matched up against another guy from his crew. This was Michael Spoto from UAlbany. The Great Dane put up a great fight, but it was Jay Wall with the clutch defense that moved him into our semis.
Yeah, this was literally a dogfight, right? Got the Great Danes against the Huskies and two guys that know each other very well again. It's Michael Spoto against Jacob Wallach, and it ended up being a sweep, but these were two pretty close games. This one would end up being 25-21 in Northeastern's favor, and it happened on that pick right there. Thornhill goes to the house, and that's what turned it. But another one, user, where you say it really could have gone either way.
Yeah, he had to play against Spoto, another member in his crew. Jay Wall just kept stepping it up, play after play. Listen, Spoto was no easy target. The guy has made the finals. He's the Coach Club champion this year, and Jay Wall just kept stepping up, play after play, making big plays, and that's why we see him where he is today.
After taking down Spoto, a lot of people thought it's definitely going to be Jay Wall in our finals, but this semifinal matchup against Notre Dame, another 3-game series. Jay Wall came out firing, though, taking game one 24-3.
This was a bad month for Notre Dame. I mean, first, no shot at a national championship, and now in this particular esports, same story, although this is a good player. Jack Kronstein, the guy that represented Notre Dame, was allowing an average of 5 points per game. That's it. So Northeastern and Jay Wall, they'd have to get creative. The defense would end up stepping up in a couple of these. This was an undefeated guy in Notre Dame's Jack Kronstein, but this was a 2-1 win and a best of 3 for Jay Wall, as it turned out, user.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Jack Kronstein, I'm not even gonna lie, Josh. He surprised me. I was expecting Jay Wall to sweep him, and Jack Kronstein came out here, put up a great fight, but Jay Wall was just too stiff on that defense. As you see him right there, making a pick 6 to put the nail in the casket, as we could say. He had Jack Kronstein locked up all day.
Let's take a look at Maryland. Noah Johnson has been using his players to the best of their abilities from the get-go. He was our Big Ten champ, and he started by taking down the runner-up. It was Penn State's Colin Woodburn in the round of 16.
Well, and Penn State's got a good player there. Noah's got a long memory, though. Going to Maryland, he knows all too well a couple years ago on the field. It was a 70-7 beatdown that Penn State put on the Terps. And it would not exactly be 70-7 when these guys got together. These were two close games, but surviving Penn State. You saw a walk-off winner there, a good hit stick right there for a fumble recovery. A lot of good stuff from Noah, but you knew that was going to happen, right, user? Noah has speed, Noah has smarts.
Definitely, Noah has it all. But listen, he was playing a tough component in Penn State, Colin Woodburn. Colin, obviously the Rams Club champion this year in the MCS. I was expecting it to go to 3, but Noah just came out there and was too tight and was able to get a 2-game sweep real fast.
A lot of people are surprised that one was done in 2, as Noah remained perfect, didn't drop a game, and neither did his opponent leading up to this point. This was a battle between two undefeateds as Maryland took on Minnesota State's Taylor Savoy.
And these would be a couple low-scoring games. Noah, a guy that averages about 4 touchdowns a game. And we're talking about not just in general, but here in this tournament. So it's best against the best. He's averaging 28 points. He only got 17 twice against Taylor Savoy, but user, that was enough to sweep him 2-0.
Yeah, Taylor Savoy, he was undefeated. This was Puckett's dark horse. I'm not gonna lie, I was sleeping on him. But at the end of the day, I knew Noah was gonna get the job done. Even though Taylor came in this game undefeated, Noah has been proven. Noah has been stepping up game after game, and that's why he is the Madden Challenge champ, and that's why he's in this championship game today.
It was such an entertaining one. Noah able to lock that one up in 2, and that set up the semifinal matchup against CSU San Bernardino's Prodigy, aka Michael Scott. And in this one, user, we thought Prodigy was the best in regs. This is not Madden Ultimate Team. This is playing with your regular teams. But Noah, again, a 2-0 sweep.
As we look at the highlights, guys, going as the Packers this time, that suited Noah very well. Got those scoring totals up there again. It was 23 points and 28 points in this sweep. We should point out that anybody who used the Packers yesterday was a combined 5-0. That seems to be the hot hand team right now, user.
Yes, and this was the game of the week, Prodigy. Like Puckett said, I was going with Prodigy. That's my guy. Listen, maybe I was wrong picking with my heart or showing my loyalty, but Noah stepped up and played great defense. Surprisingly, swept Prodigy. Like I said, Prodigy is one of the best Regs players, but Noah was just on a different level yesterday. He had everything clicking as he swept Prodigy 2-0.
They call him the Rosy Cheeks Renegade. The young one, Noah, getting the job done with a clean sheet, is coming in still unbeaten as he takes on Northeastern in our national championship match. User, you've got about a 92% accuracy pick rate from the start of this tournament through the very end. Where are we going with one more pick tonight?
Listen, I gotta go with Noah. He upset my pick in Prodigy. Jay Wall, listen, this is a great player. He's the Detroit Lions Club champ. It's no disrespect, but at the end of the day, Noah is the Madden Challenge champ. He's the Patriots Club champ this year. You cannot disrespect him. I'm gonna go ahead and go with Noah.
I love it. When we come back, we're gonna find out. Don't go anywhere. It's the national championship here on Level Next. It's time to get the national championship match started right now. This is for all the marbles, baby. Northeastern, number 9, it's Jacob Wall taking on our number 3 seeded Noah Johnson from Maryland.
Well, and as we look at Packers-Chiefs, which was the very first Super Bowl, in fact, the very first 2 Super Bowls, if you want to go way, way back, already some good pass rush in from Noah. Calvin talked about defense wins. Noah's very good on that side of the stick. And just to kind of reset here, Noah, he's the Patriots Club champion. Jay Wall's the Lions Club champion. So it's kind of the Matt Patricia Bowl, the way we look at it here. That's our connection. Noah is going as the Chiefs. The Bucks have been a popular pick, and that's where I'm going to start, user, with that question. Now, you've been on point saying if it was up to you, you'd go Green Bay, number 1, right in regs right now, but Kansas City a close 2, Tampa Bay 3. We've seen so much Tampa Bay in this tournament, so I guess you're going to tell me it's maybe a good thing we're not seeing it here. You're like these 2 teams.
Yeah, Kansas City. As we see, Jay Wall able to have his Green Bay Packers, meaning that if he has it in game 1, if they're forced to a game 3, we could possibly see him again with the Green Bay Packers as he comes up with a beautiful, beautiful play right there, hitting the running back out the backfield on the swing route. I need to see Noah, can he lock up this trips tight end? We already know Jay Wall has been running this trips tight end better than anybody else. As you see, he comes with a hot dot right there to get himself down at the 5-yard line.
Noah undefeated right now. Just his freshman year in Maryland. He's from Ellicott City, Maryland. That's suburban Baltimore. His mom's an aerospace engineer. We've got to know her a little bit because she's showed up at tournaments before. His dad, a retired parole officer, if you're scoring at home. So a pretty interesting background for Noah. He's doing great in his studies at Maryland. And he is one of the more intense competitors in this entire tournament. Don't let that casual look he's got right now fool you. That long blonde hair, he's going to be pulling at it if things don't go well here.
And speaking of casual, I need to know what playbook you're running in, Calvin, offensively and defense, because that's going to let me know if you're a casual man player or if you're somebody who's been locked in on the John.
Yeah, I used Kansas City or Oakland on the offense, and then I think I use Kansas City on the defense sometimes, or I'll go New England.
Okay, not too bad, not too bad.
It's just my idea.
Too bad. You know, with the Oakland
It's really all about the user, though. I'm watching these guys. They're like really good user players, though.
Absolutely. You're going to see some of the best stick out here today.
Yeah, they got, insane stick use, That's really what it's about. Good D right there.
Again, you got that corner coming in, making a play. You're bringing up 3rd and goal. At some point, we'll get to Calvin Ridley talking about coming up in the same Pop Warner League as Lamar Jackson. I'm surprised that you're not dumping Ravens on us here with Hollywood Brown and all those guys.
I understand. Man, Hollywood was my neighbor when I played football every day in the road. LJ, every day at the park, all the time. It's kind of crazy.
Hollywood's a pretty good Madden player, too, as it turns out. Yeah. And our best to Lamar Jackson as he tries to to get recovered, and those Ravens try to get recovered for next year. 3rd and goal. Aaron Jones is going to waltz on in, and there you have it. There's the first hair pull for Noah because he's now down. Northeastern is on the board first.
And that's big because Noah normally has been starting out on top, either getting a defensive stop or going right down the field and scoring. Now we're going to see how he plays when his back's against the wall and he's down 7.
So great to have Calvin Ridley with us. Of course, he started Alabama. They had a Heisman winning wide receiver there this year.
Yes,
and another guy, Tyreek Hill, who's done some things that Calvin Ridley's done, although he didn't have 10 touchdowns as a rookie. You did. That's a rookie record for the Falcons in 2018.
Yeah, but I'm still trying to catch up. He's doing what he needs to do for sure.
We're going to have Keenan Allen come in round 2. And by the way, that was a great game, under the radar game between Calvin's Falcons and Keenan's Chargers. Nobody paid attention because both teams were 4-9, but boy, those two receivers in that game, what a slugfest that was. A game that was walked off right at the end.
Yeah, it was a pretty good game. They played pretty good. They played better than us that day. I mean, we gave it what we had.
Calvin had 9 catches and a touchdown. Keenan had 8 catches and a touchdown. But in this one, user, I want to ask you, are we going to see big time throwing the ball, or is J-Wall with what he's known to do? Is he going to try to establish with a run?
Well, right now, J-Wall's on defense, but offensively, I saw him. He was going for the big shot play, except Noah had it covered, especially when you saw him hit that running back swing out the backfield. There was actually a bomb, a cover 2 beater, but Noah had it bagged up. As you see Noah right here scrambling, taking a hit, not sliding and getting down. He's real lucky because, you know, their quarterback can fumble.
You got to get down.
Darnell Savage making that tackle. Of course, he is a Maryland Terrapin, and he's now playing against his school here. Animated for us in a 7-0 game late first quarter. It's the best 2 out of 3. Remember, $25,000 on the line. Northeastern and Jacob Wallach 23-5 in this tournament. Noah Johnson, the Terrapin, is 23-0. I had to play fewer games because the initial bracket he was in was not as crowded as the one that Jacob had to come out of. Underneath, that's beautifully done to get to the 38 to move those chains.
I feel like this game 1 is very vital because I think Noah is going to switch his team up and have Green Bay the second game. And we saw J-Wall struggle when he doesn't have the Packers. So if Noah wins this game, I feel he can pull it out in the 2-game sweep. But if he doesn't, I feel like it's guaranteed that we're going to have a game 3.
Trying to run it on that scramble, and he got smashed to bring up a 2nd and 12. For what it's worth, whoever ran with the Packers yesterday was undefeated, 5-0, and I've got it down as 8 of the last 9 times we have seen somebody play with the Packers. That team has won the game.
It's Northeastern versus Maryland, game 1. We'll be back in just a moment. We're back in the second quarter. Northeastern currently leads 7-0.
Packers are pretty good.
As Calvin's Falcons found out earlier this year. You guys hung into that one. I think you lost by a couple touchdowns, but
Chiefs? Oh, Green Bay, yeah.
Green Bay, yeah.
They put it on us.
Put it on a lot of people this year.
They're definitely a good squad. You know, they didn't even have their starters in, really. Quarterbacks is amazing.
How nice for Calvin we're playing this one in the ATL, though. Look at this playing field here. Look at that toss.
Oh, get out of there.
Wiggling down to the 35-yard line. Great play call.
You see J-Wall out here. J-Wall's out here in that 3-3-5 wide, trying to mix it up, showing that cover 2 shell. And that's the thing, I see him running a lot of man, but you see when he's running man, he's running cover 2, making sure he has that safety over top, because we already know those Chiefs can burn you with Tyreek and Nicole Hardman, so he's not going to play around with him.
It only takes one play with them.
You already know.
And you got Tyreek in the slot right now. Hardman wide left.
Oh, there you go.
Left the crosser.
Throws him open. It's Tyreek.
Nice.
And just as Calvin was saying,
playing for that money. They playing for that money.
Didn't see him throw up the peace sign as he got in the end zone, but he's there, and this thing is tied up 7-7.
as you see, Jay Wall coming off the crosser, going back to the running back, able to hit Tyreek Hill over the crosser, and he has that reach forward, stretches for the end zone touchdown, tie this ball game up.
The face shield up over his mouth here is kind of like a poker player with the sunglasses on. You know, you don't want to betray your emotions that much. Aaron Jones gets tripped up. Noah goes the other way. Noah lets it all hang out. Really fun, fiery player. What's Puckett call him? The rosy-cheeked renegade? Is that what we're going with?
Yeah, that was IB Strafing who came up with that nickname. I think it fits him perfectly. Look at the hair.
We'll dump off here, and MVS will plow his way forward.
That's a good plays. It's a good play call.
And Calvin, if you notice it, Noah's audibling down from the 3-3-5 normal, so he will have safeties at the outside, linebackers in the 3-3-5 wide. They're a lot faster than the regular linebackers. It's good use of rush, but Jay Wall recognizes he's tunneling up the streak up the middle.
Then that big tight end out of Indiana State's going to tumble down around the 20-yard line.
Noah trying to dial up the heat. With Jay Wall being ready for him, seeing the blitz, got the ball out of his hand ASAP.
Seeing the blitz.
Devontae Adams out wide left. It's a 1st and 10, about 2.5 to go second quarter.
It's a dot.
On the cross.
Bad animation.
Couldn't hang on, yeah.
Yeah.
Pocket collapses. Yeah, Rodgers finally gets rid of it.
I know a lot of people might be thinking that was going to be an interception, but remember, when Jay Wall is throwing that curl, he's actually going to click on and come up and aggressive catch it. So most likely he still would have been able to complete that pass to the curl if he didn't get that throw out of sack.
That was a good job standing in the pocket and not panicking for real. And throwing a pick.
That's a hot one.
Man.
That's beautifully done. Devontae Adams crossing over and a touchdown. Again, Green Bay representing here.
It's the National Championship Grand Finals. More Level Next action coming right up.
Remember, Noah undefeated in this tournament. He has scaled the heights to get to this final round at 23-0. Wow. But right now, trailing by 7 and facing a 3rd and 19. And if you don't convert, you're giving the ball back to a pretty good player with time. Mahomes zigzagging. And a good open field tackle by Darnell Savage right there. Again, a Maryland player making plays against Maryland here. 4th and 9. What you doing, user?
Noah's going for this right now. He has to feel the pressure to keep pace with Jay Wall. I think he's going to go for it.
I wish he would believe in his defense, but this guy, he's scoring, you know what I'm saying, 2 consecutive drives.
Noah's good on defense, but he hasn't got that stop yet. So that's why I feel like he was going to go for it. Here we go, 4th and 9.
Yep.
From his own 26, so you need 9 yards or you're just gift wrapping a 21-7 possibility for Northeastern. Huge play early on.
A good shed. That shed helped him out. But that might be a dot.
Yes, sir. Wow.
Down to the 33-yard line. Tyreek bails him out.
That's big.
Yeah, that was great. As you see right here, recognizing that he was under pressure, throws the dot. Right there, Noah's showing some stick, hitting the swerve, getting the toe tap on the sideline, clutching up on 4th and 9.
Huge conversion, getting from his own 26, almost sacked there. Instead, he's now to the 33 of Green Bay. Williams slides to the outside and picks up some positive yards there.
Yeah, and this is what Noah brings to the ball game. He's always going to try to get back to the running game, stay balanced. Now, he's been doing real good offensively this year, passing. Last year when he won that Madden Challenge belt, he was a runner. But I'm telling you right now, Noah can do it all. And he's trying to notice something. Let me see if I can hand this ball off against Jay Wall. Does he have run defense?
Having picked up 8. And we're down to 1:03 left. Couple timeouts for both sides. Williams, what a hole. And jumped on finally by Adrian Amos. I like that little bit of sunshine coming through the roof right now, right where Patrick Mahomes is standing. Is that a sign? This thing going to go 14-14 at the break?
The crosser. That's a dot.
He got him. He got him. Travis Kelce with the dance.
This game went all the way.
It was big for him to score. He left 26 seconds left on the clock. As you see right there, good pocket to roll out, hit the crosser, easy touchdown. J. Wall trying to click on and make one of those magnificent defensive user plays like we've seen him do all week, but unable to do it as Noah ties the ball game up.
The fourth down was huge.
Sure was. And again, we talk about value picks, right? Travis Kelce was a third rounder, 63rd overall. Tyreek Hill, with all of his backstory, 165th overall in 2016. I got to correct Adams, by the way. That was Valdez-Scantling I was thinking of that was picked that deep. Adams was around he was around a 60th overall pick, but still, when you're talking about that deep in the draft.
Yeah. How did that happen?
Right, how does a guy slip like that? We're going to talk to Keenan Allen in game 2. That's a guy that, because of some injury concerns, slipped to almost pick number 100 in his draft. There were 8 receivers picked ahead of Keenan Allen that year. I still can't believe that.
This is big right here because I know J. Wall feels pressure to get some points. Noah gets ball at half. That's a nice one right there to get out of bounds and save those 2 timeouts.
User, what you dialing up here? Are you getting greedy and going for 7 somehow, or are you just making sure you're in position for your 3?
I'm just trying to get 3, but the thing about it is he has 2 timeouts, so Noah has to guard the whole field. But that's a big user rush. Noah said, listen, I've had enough. I'm going to go get him.
A-Rod just pinwheeled right there. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 16 now. 1 timeout left. And this is kind of Noah's rhythm. Noah's the high scorer of the 2, averaging close to 30 points a game in this tournament. Right now, Northeastern.
Good tackle.
Wow, how did he complete that? Yeah, call that timeout. You're 3rd in inches, and you're not quite in field goal range yet. So you got to get to the sidelines here.
All sideline guys.
And you got to find your way to maybe 6 or 7 yards to get Mason Crosby on the field. Make sure the clock doesn't run out on you, too. Airs it out.
Oh, no.
I was about to say.
1 second on the clock, guys. Still got time for something.
Well, I thought he caught it, too. I was like, can't go down like that. Can't go down like that. Ain't no way.
Wow.
Can you do it again?
That's so realistic right there.
Well, if anybody can gun one in at the horn from 47, I guess it would be Aaron Rodgers, right?
No doubt.
Absolutely.
We got a card giveaway coming up at halftime, but first things first, are we going to be tied at halftime or no? Stick work? No, sir.
It's halftime. Stick around. We'll see you in just a moment.
Second half underway, and it'll be Noah representing the Maryland Terrapins. 23-0 in the tournament. Just beat Prodigy 23-7, 28-14 to get here. He's a $56,000 Madden winner already, by the way. He was a Madden 20 Challenge Belt winner. That's when he really burst onto the scene. So he's going for $25,000 more today, not in the MCS. This is the college tournament that we've been running here. A National Collegiate Championship for Maryland football. That could be a thing. Ball's out. And Kansas City does recover it, but they're going to be back at their 15-yard line.
The same exact play what happened in the first half, not getting rid of the ball, trying to step up and show that pocket presence. Unfortunately, he gets sacked again and brings up another 3rd and long. And you remember him converting it last time on that 4th and 9. Let's see if he does the same thing, try to shorten this thing up and get himself in the 4th and manageable.
Thompson motions across from left to right. Here's your 3rd and 17.
Oh,
Noah Johnson's in trouble. As Patrick Mahomes goes down.
The defense over this for real.
Kenny Clark, man. Kenny Clark will get you.
That's what J. Wall needed to get a stop coming right after half. Sending 2 right there, able to get big pressure, good shed, bringing up a 4th and 20. Noah has no choice but to punt this ball.
Yeah, and look at this field position, user. You start pretty close to midfield. Jacob Wallach, known as J-Wall, representing Northeastern. And back on offense.
Look
there
out.
it is.
Look out.
Noah said,
That's the
"I had
honey
enough."
badger.
Go get him.
Got some good
Go
time
get him.
on
Pin
that
your
blitz.
ears back.
Got an Alabama guy in Calvin Ridley saying, hey, LSU can play a little bit right there.
Oh, no doubt. LSU got some dogs.
Oh, gonna throw the curl, but he left it
Wide open, man. That's some. Oh.
Oh, Tavon Austin almost got that ball jarred away from him.
I want to jump in with a quick question from the chat here, Calvin. Bama9 wants to know, Rid, how high do you think Smitty will be drafted in the 1st round?
I keep saying he's going to the Dolphins. The Dolphins have the 3rd pick, right?
I think that's right, yep.
I feel like he's going to go to the Dolphins. I mean, why not? 2 is there. I mean, put them back together.
You ain't gonna
That
drop
would be
down
a
to
scary
Carolina?
team there. No. Enough with your Carolina user. There's Tanyan, the Indiana State Sycamore, who will go down to the 27-yard line. This is like one of the circles of hell for user, having to play all night with an Atlanta Falcon for an entire game.
You're doing great, user.
It is. But Calvin's cool though. He got good vibes. He good.
Yeah, you know, it's a rivalry on the field, not off the field.
There you
Like
go.
that.
Yeah.
Well, and same really for Noah and J-Wall. These guys have gotten to know each other. We've seen them in Redwood City when they play in those MCS events, hanging in that Snickers lounge together, right? Just kind of talking shop and seeing who's going to do a little bit better than the other. Now they're up against each other, and it is late 3rd quarter, tied 14-14. Big 3rd and 5 coming here.
And this is big. Neither one of these guys kicked 3 yet.
Right.
And you feel like whoever kicks 3 is still a loss. You know, you still got to stop, and the other guy's going to put up some points.
Yeah, that'll be a big win for Noah for sure if he can get 3.
Good D.
Couldn't afford to take a sack right there, right? So he throws it out of bounds right at the end. And user, you going for your 3?
I would kick my 3, but J-Wall, he's a better offensive player than me.
He's kicking it. He's kicking it.
Oh, he's kicking it, yeah.
Mason Crosby from 39.
That was the smart decision.
All right, 17-14.
Calvin, what's the best thing you've learned from Julio personally?
Honestly, just to have confidence for real. That guy has confidence, man. If you got confidence, you can really just, you can pretty much do anything.
Anything.
If you believe in yourself, your body will allow you to do it.
And Calvin Ridley, if you don't know, 90 catches this year, 9 of them for touchdowns. And I hope you know this stat. I hope your agent knows this stat. But the most explosive plays in the league, the most 15-plus yard plays in the league this year.
Yeah, he definitely knows it. He definitely knows it.
I was going to ask for my 5%, but as long as he knows it.
Yeah, he know it. He know it. 5%?
7%?
We're heading into the final stretch. Northeastern is currently leading 17-14. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in just a moment.
here we go. We nudge our way into the fourth quarter. This is game one in a best 2 out of 3. $25,000 on the line.
25.
And Mahomes.
Oh, I don't like that.
Balloons that one up there. Knocked away. Almost picked.
That's what Noah needed. He needed to get away with one. Because trust me, that was free. That was supposed to be a book, and he got away with one.
That was supposed to be a bookie.
Got Tyreek Hill in the slot on that right side.
Girl.
Threaded the needle there to Mecole Hardman.
This is some.
Yeah.
This game gonna come to the last plays.
I think you're right. And by the way, at the very fringe of a field goal try right now, if it comes to that, could be a 58-yarder he'd have to hit if this is an incompletion. Do not take a sack.
Is it 3rd and 4 or 4th and 4?
Third and 4 here.
Well, he had to cross it, but he missed him.
Oh, he got him.
Oh, that's a
No, it's picked instead.
Oh,
Savage.
Oh, it's going back.
Oh, baby.
out of
The
there.
former Terp. Doing it to the Terps right there. Jay Wall's in great shape now. Savage has been exactly that this entire tournament. Savage.
His user skills, man. Telling you.
And Noah, you can see the play before throwing the interception. Audibly down to pass up out of strong close, knowing that he could pass better out of trips tight end and then throwing the interception. You can see it slowly starting to unravel. Hopefully he can get himself back in this ball game and get a stop.
You need a pick. Oh,
that's
There you have it.
I'm going to just say it. Calvin made that happen. Jay Wall is slowly becoming a ninja as he disappears into his sweatshirt.
It's Ridley Damas. He called it perfectly right there. And Noah, who seems user to just have a knack for finding a way to win close games. He gets that ball back immediately.
You got to milk the clock and go punch a touchdown for the win, Noah. Drive it down.
Yeah, I can do this all day with Ridley. You know, all the bias, I love that. You know, keep it 100. We need Noah to go down here and win this.
Yeah, we need Noah to go win. I already said I wanted Noah to win, so I need you. I need you, my man. Let's do it.
Wait till we bring in a New Orleans Saint next year, and we'll see if user is once again playing nice.
Right. We'll see how he at then. He gonna be nice though. He cool.
Oh, you know, user's the coolest. We're all right. We're down to 3:34 and rolling now in regulation. $25,000 round of Madden. Best 2 out of 3. Northeastern, Jacob Wallach. Maryland with Noah Johnson. There's Williams who bashes
There
way.
it is. Let that time run.
And Noah doing exactly what Calvin said he was going to do. Milk this clock down, make this the last possession of the game. Worst case scenario, we'll take it to OT, but let's punch it in for 7.
Yes, sir. That's how he should be thinking. He should think, you know, I'm going for the win, but I want to milk as much time off the clock as I can. But, you know, if I can't get there, I'll, you know, take the 3. 4 minutes? No, it's not 4 minutes. You know, you gotta score.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 2:49. Got the 2-minute warning. Got all your timeouts.
That's good.
Wisely taking that play clock down. We'll snap it now.
Good play call. Good play
Tyreek.
call.
All right, squirming forward. That's a good chunk of yards right there into plus territory. He picked up 8.
And if you notice, Jay Wall was still in his pass defense. He was kind of thinking Noah was going to run. That's why he put his safety in his spot, but he didn't fully commit. And when someone's running the ball, you got to fully commit to blowing that thing up. And that's why Noah's continuing to pound it, ground and pound right now.
And that's a perfectly timed first down right there, too. Yep, 2-minute warning, fresh set of downs. So, indeed, you're now going to force Jay Wall maybe to start calling some timeouts. All of a sudden, this running with Damian Williams thing has been working out.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice move.
Yeah, a little hop step inside, gets down to the 40, and again, we tick, 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 tick down.
User, how close does he have to get to feel like you got a touchdown locked up here?
Touchdown locked up? Oh, you could be at the 1 and don't feel like you got a touchdown locked up.
I'm gonna say I think he's gonna score, man. Ain't gonna lie, it look like he finna get this win.
Nice.
He should
Nice
keep
run.
running it.
Beautiful swerve for another first down. He's found something now in that run game with Damian Williams. Again, Noah's undefeated. The Maryland player 23-0, trying to rally to stay that way. We are down to 1:10 left. Play action, sold it well, and Mahomes right near the sticks.
And that's one thing Noah does well, recognizing the defense, taking off when he doesn't see a spot. And we already know he can run that ball. But, that's a big hit by J-Wall to blow it up, to bring up a 3rd and 4, maybe a 3rd and 4. Noah right now, it's decision time. That clock is getting low. He's milked it down well, but he still is trying to get 7.
J-Wall finally ready for that Damian Williams run.
Way to get out of skateboarders.
He zigzags. He's got that first down. What stick work by Noah.
Oh, my goodness. And that's what we're talking about with Noah. Displaying some of the best stick in the nation. Escape artists. That's how you use Patrick Mahomes. A lot of you guys sitting back there with Mahomes like he's Tom Brady. No, you want to know how to use an escape artist? Take a look.
That's balling. The touchdown for the win.
No, he don't keep his feet in.
No, couldn't drag those toes. So it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Oh my God, this is. I can imagine how they feel right now.
For 25G, yes.
With 25G.
And remember, it's just game 1. This is a best 2 out of 3. Got 3 to the left, including Tyreek. He's closest to the line. Usually you're going that way again. You're going towards Tyreek.
Oh, no, you got to mix it up. J-Wall's too good of a player to run the same play. Run it back. He's going to take off and get out of bounds.
To the 13-yard line. And now 1 timeout if you need it. 16 seconds. He doesn't have the first down yet. It's 3rd and 2.
And that's big by J-Wall, recognizing, hey, he's not going to throw that ball in the middle of the field. Here we go. Good scramble.
Get it! Tripped up at the 1 and has to use the last timeout now.
This is so big. Because you feel like you have to run the ball at the 1, but if he gets blowed up, it is GG's in the chat.
1 yard away from taking game 1 is Noah, trying to cap this comeback. 1 stop away here is J-Wall from going up 1-0 and keeping that run alive for whoever chooses Green Bay. The Pack has been the hot team.
I feel like you almost got to pass, but no.
You don't think he can punch it in?
It's so risky. You get blown up.
You don't got no timeouts.
My God, Kelsey, and he couldn't hang on.
That's actually good for Noah.
It is. And that's what I was saying. I feel like he has to pass. It's such a risk to run the ball. If you do not get it and you have a field goal to take it to overtime, you feel like you have to pass. Yeah. But maybe you run it right here and you just let him hang. Sometimes you gotta let it hang, Calvin. Sometimes you gotta let it hang. You gonna run it.
Oh, Lord. Yeah, he could get 1 yard, man. Run the ball.
Got the Sherman tank back there, the fullback.
He goes for the pass. It's
Kelsey.
He doesn't get his feet in.
It's 3rd and goal. Kelsey had it, but only had the 1 foot down.
Bro, this is dangerous. 25.
He's high balling it, so J-Wall's user will not get animation for the interception.
Out of it.
Can we see the stretch? Stretch left for the
This is the handoff. This is the game.
Damn, that had to hurt.
And Noah has left the building. Now he's come back. He celebrated off to the side, out of camera range. He's going to win this thing 21-17 as life imitates art. Kansas City moved on against the Cleveland Browns with a gutty last-second call. And now Kansas City in this game, as the Maryland Terrapins, is going to move on unless something apocalyptic happens right here.
That's some tough, some pitchback stuff.
Yeah, if he's got an 86-yard play in him, Calvin, I'm all for it. But it looks like Noah's going to survive at 21-17.
Yeah, it looked like he's going to win, but I've seen it done. You know, Madden.
Calvin, you hit it dead on the head. You know Madden.
I'll tell you.
All right, somebody got an 86-yard walk-off in him. Into a crowd. And the game is going to end.
He didn't start it. I like that.
Wow, what a game 1.
Calvin Ridley, so awesome to have you joining us on the mic. What do you think about that epic finish?
Two, very, very good Madden players, and J Wall and Noah. And I mean, J Wall did a great job, but Noah, he stayed in there. His defense played good, and he came out with the win.
Thank you, Calvin, for joining the show. Anything to say before you go, man?
I appreciate y'all for having me, and I hope Noah wins all of it.
Hey, I think he might do it. Calvin, you called the interception. You put this one into the universe. Thanks for joining the show.
Coming up after the break, Keenan Allen from the LA Chargers joins us for Game 2 of the Finals. Don't go anywhere. We'll see you in just a moment.